Sumita, interestingly, I'm getting a lot of mails and text messages which wherein friends are asking that what is the benefit of meditation? So
That
interestingly, uh,
I've
I've
lost
been
your voice.
sorry. Are you able to hear me, Sumita?
Yeah, I
Hello,
think she is disconnected.
is it?
I can hear you.
Okay.
I'm disconnected. You can't hear me?
No, no, I can hear you. I can hear you. See, I was saying that I get mails and messages, text messages about what is the benefit of meditation, right? And my reply to my friends who have asked me this that uh, meditation is your way of life. It's you breathe, you eat, you sleep. Uh, the same way is meditation for you. You have lost touch with your basic nature of meditative state. That's the reason that such a doubt arises. And if you look at the time like this, where your freedom is restricted, you are confined to your houses and your rooms and your personal areas, and you find that you don't have the freedom anymore. So, what does it mean that you're feeling this restriction in your being itself? And imagine a prisoner who's confined to his cell in a jail, and what kind of a mental trauma that he goes in. So the reason that meditation gives you expansion, right? So wherever you are, you get to uh, the feeling of expansion. So for last couple of days, for almost 11 days that we have been doing, the meditations related to prana is essentially because of this feeling that if you are feeling stuck, you are feeling suffocated in your own space, and you want some release. So the breathing is the best way to claim your freedom and to arrange for your release. So this is why this session is organized, and I cannot quantify it in as many terms that what is the benefit and what is not. But the fact is, if it is giving you happiness, it is giving you some kind of a joy, and you feel relaxed and you feel a little happier, is all that the benefits, right? So that's the whole objective of having such sessions. So Sumedha, I guess we are now on time. Let's begin with. Most of the friends have joined already, and let's not delay any further, and let's get going. And we have a few friends who have uh, come from Pakistan, and from UK, and from Germany. So welcome all of you, and all my friends, Indians, new and old, uh, most welcome to this session. And I am sure that you will enjoy the session today, which Sumedha is going to lead, Yogacharya Sumedha. And to introduce my friends who are new to this session, Yogacharya Sumedha has been an advertising and media professional of repute. And after giving up the corporate life, she decided to go on her journey to explore who I am. And so uh, Sumedha is uh, the person on path who is in her exploration. So Sumedha is going to share what she has got so far, and uh, the session today is what Sumedha is going to lead. So go ahead, Sumedha, all yours.
Thank you, Jwalant. बहुत लंबी चौड़ी मेरी इंट्रोडक्शन कर दिया आपने.
uh,
Okay. Hari Om, everyone. We'll just start with a little prayer. And the prayer I have been saying for a few days, but I'll just say what it means. It's a Sanskrit prayer, and it means, may there be well-being in all, peace in all, fulfillment in all, and auspiciousness in all. So those who know can repeat with me. Sarvesham swastir bhavatu. Sarvesham shantir bhavatu. Sarvesham purnam bhavatu. Sarvesham mangalam bhavatu. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Okay, so we have been doing different sorts of meditations and applying different sorts of techniques, basically using the prana, which is our life force. It is not the air we breathe, which I've said many times. Air is merely a container for prana to flow. It is our life force. And we have also looked at how to use prana to heal ourselves and to reach that space, connect with that space, that divine self within us, which is untouched by suffering and pain. We've also practiced cleaning out old energies and emotions using prana. Those energies which hinder our connection with our higher self. So basically, prana is our Atma Sakha, the friend of our consciousness. So today we're going to take that further using prana, but we'll take it to a much higher level today, which is Aham Brahamasmi. In Vedic scriptures, we are told that God did not create the world. He simply made all creatures aware of it. And awareness is what led to discovery of the universe within and without. And discovery is creation. So billions of years back, there were different elements of energy which created the cosmos. So the creator or God were primordial elements, you know, the energy, primordial energy that created the cosmos then and created the cosmos called me today. It's the same. If you look at the elements in the universe and look at the elements in the body, it is the same. Brahma simply made himself aware of it. That awareness led to the discovery of the self, the universe, and that discovery was the creation. So in other words, you are the same as the creator. Only you need to inquire, be a seeker, and primarily that's all. And awareness it has to unfold itself in front of you. The concept of Aham Brahamasmi is based on the principle that the universe is not divided into lower or higher, but that it is one. There is complete unity in the macrocosm and the microcosm. The higher and the lower are holding hands. When we talk of our higher self, it applies to the lower too. We use that terminology only to make visualization and connecting better, connecting with our higher self better. The higher contains the lower and the lower contains the higher. The higher is hidden in the lower actually. The lower has to be allowed to move upwards, and in that way, the lower becomes the higher. So in a sense, everyone is the same. That is the Brahma. If you had to visualize, I'm not saying Brahma is one identity or is a person. No, he's not. Like I said, they're elemental energies. But yes, we do see Brahma sitting on a lotus. So that's where I'm drawing this from. So in a sense, everyone is the same, like I said, a Brahma sitting on a lotus that arises looking for answers. He has everything in him. But now, the only difference is he's seeking. We are told that always existed. She always existed in her infinite forms, even when no one observed her. And it reflects the answer of Brahma's or the universe's question, which is, who am I? And this question is the impulse of all creation within and without. And this question led to the awareness. Knowledge is the container of all answers. And hence this Vedic maxim, which is Aham Brahamasmi, which literally means I am divine, I am complete, I am infinite, I am the infinite universe. Brahma means ever full or whole or complete. There is no difference between God and me or consciousness in me. Aham is I, Asmi is am. So I am complete, I am infinite. There is complete unity, like I said, in the macrocosm and the microcosm. I am the infinite reality. Brahma is the infinite reality, the all-encompassing existence in itself. Only when the ego dies can this be realized. And I is not limited to the transmigrating ego, the doer and the enjoyer within, and not also to the body and mind. Man, who is a conscious entity, alone has the capacity to improve his present state, to guide his future, to be the inquirer and know the truth. This inquiry is very important. This ignorance or innocence, if you might want to call that, is the very important start point to knowledge and discovery. Without this inquiry, you cannot be the infinite, you cannot be the divine or Brahma. So don't be afraid to inquire. And I've been always encouraging everyone to ask questions, and I'm glad you throw them my way. Don't be afraid of ignorance. Be ignorant. Because from that point, you can start your search. Osho relates a very interesting story, and I kind of remembered it this afternoon, so I would like to relate it here to you. He said, in my school, my principal in high school was a mathematician. And he says, I wasn't a math student, but I used to go to his office when he was alone and talk about higher maths, because I felt that the older maths is not applicable to physics and biology and biochemistry, as they're going beyond the old maths. So he says, the principal told me, why don't you start attending my classes? And she said, fine, no problems. But then don't get disturbed by me, as I will not be dead there. I will be alive. So the principal says, what do you mean by being alive? I said, exactly what that means, being alive. You just give me a chance and see. See, he says, I always was interested in many things, in knowing that they are based in knowing and they are not hypothetical. So that was very critical for him. Because if they're hypothetical, then they are not truly real. They're only helpful or maximum convenient. So this principal that day when Osho entered, he was teaching something in geometry, and he allowed him in. And now even a child, he says, even a child could see that this professor was wrong, the principal was wrong. Equilet says, a line has length but no breadth. Now, without breadth, how can there be a line? It's so simple. It does not need one to be a mathematician to understand that. So Osho says, I said, this is stupid. It's not possible. If there is length, then there has to be breadth. There are no two ways about it. Else there can't be any line. If you draw a line on the board, he says, I told the principals, I challenge you, if you draw the line on the board and which has length but no breadth, and then I will accept your hypothesis. So the principal says, now I know what you mean by being alive. I'm a postgrad in maths, and this question never came to my mind. So Equilet said so, and every school and colleges teaches it so. And I never thought, perhaps, you're right, because I can see that breadth, however minuscule, has to be there. And Equilet says that a point has neither length or breadth. Then how can a point exist? Now, what am I supposed to, so the principal carries on, he says, now what am I supposed to teach? Because these are basic definitions. So Osho says, I told him that these are hypotheses. And you have to accept that hypotheses are practical, but not the truth. So you have to find whether something is hypothetical, useful in life, or really the truth that you have felt and experienced. If it's hypothesis, then put it aside. And you'll feel there's such an unburdening because it's all borrowed, hypothesis, knowledge, all gathered there, It's a load of mountain in your head and you'll be crushed under it. So just put it aside, be ignorant, accept that you're ignorant. And from that point, you can start your search. And Osho also says, he says, every child will be burdened. And he says, I hope someday they'll not. It is so simple. When you're teaching Equilet, for example, you simply say that this is not the truth, only a hypothesis. With this hypothesis, it becomes easier to understand a triangle, circle, or anything. But remember, at the base, there is a hypothesis. And the whole palace or the pyramid above this on which the pyramid or the palace stands is hypothetical. Similarly, your God is hypothesis. And then the whole pyramid of theology is nothing but based on that hypothesis. If you start looking, it does not need great intelligence. It only needs simple innocence to see. So apparently in the end, what happened was the principal called Osho into the office and he says, you can't come to my classes anymore because now it will be difficult for me to deal with the other children as they've seen me as ignorant. Up to now, I was the authority. But, you're a sincere man. He said, I can understand you, but don't do this to any other teacher, as they might not understand you. And he says, now I know why so many complaints keep coming against you, saying you're a disturbance. But this is not a disturbance. You open my eyes. I'll never be able to be the same again. And what puzzles me is that I never thought about it. I simply accepted it. So the point of this story was that experience it. It's critical to realize that you are Aham Brahamasmi, which is the divine, the complete, the whole, the infinite, never born, never dies. I am bliss, I am joy. You are actually, we all are actually, we are already Aham Brahamasmi. But to realize that you have to be innocent. You have to be an innocent seeker. Awareness and knowledge of that and everything is all inside of us. We merely have to be an earnest, innocent, ignorant seeker. And no better way to realize the concept of Aham Brahamasmi than to chant and meditate on it. Accept that you don't know. Accept that I wish to experience it, live it. Not hypothesis, but the truth. So God says, well, I've told you everything. I've told you that you are Ananta, that is infinite. I've told you the qualities of Aham Brahamasmi, that is infinite. That is Sat, which is pure truth. It's Chit, it's consciousness. And it's Anand, which is joy and bliss. And honestly, I can't do everything for you. So you have to experience and discover it yourself. So what we're going to do now, we're just going to chant Aham Brahamasmi a few times. And what I want you to do is, in one exhale, chant Aham Brahamasmi. It's a short chant. We're going to be playing the chant for you, so it becomes easier. In one exhale. So you take a deep inhale and a deeper exhale, Aham Brahamasmi. And like we've been teaching, see the prana moving inside of you, through your nose, your throat, the base of your throat always feels it, your chest. See your lower abdomen expanding, and then your upper abdomen expanding, and then your lower abdomen. And while you exhale chanting, feel your lower abdomen going in, then your upper abdomen, then your chest relaxing, your throat, your nose, and out. So just be conscious, mindful of your breath while doing this. And let's try and chant this one. Yeah? Jwalant, can we have the chant, please?
Aham
Brahamasmi. And in the end, just try and, your breath. Asmi. Try and extend your exhales. Aham Brahamasmi. Aham Brahamasmi. Brahmasmi. Stay with your breath, please.
Aham Brahamasmi. Aham Brahamasmi. Aham Brahamasmi. Aham Brahamasmi.
Aham Brahmasmi. Aham Brahmasmi. Take that last bit of air out of your abdomen. Release it.
Aham Brahamasmi. 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 Aham Aham Brahamasmi. Aham Brahamasmi. Aham Brahamasmi. Aham Brahamasmi.
I am divine, the complete, the whole, the infinite, bliss and joy.
Aham Brahamasmi. 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 Aham Brahamasmi.
With this, we will slowly move more and more inwards. Jwalan, it's too loud. Can you have it a little lower, please? Yeah, as low as possible. Thank you so much. We'll slowly move more and more inwards. And using prana, we'll try and connect with that space within us, which is our higher self, or the divine self, infinite self. The space that is untouched by suffering and pain. I would request all of you to lie down wherever you're sitting, anywhere close by, whatever is convenient. Just lie in Shavasana, hands on the sides. Your toes, your ankles, your knees, your thighs, your hips, your abdomen, everything relaxed. Your chest relaxed, your neck relaxed. Your eyes, your ears, your eyebrows, your fingertips, everything relaxed. And to realize your full consciousness, which is Aham Brahamasmi, full consciousness, infinite consciousness. We'll connect with that light in our hearts, the center of our heart, that space in all of us, which is untouched, untouched by suffering and pain, where a jyoti or a light or a flame burns. This flame is your guide, your higher self. It will help you weave your destiny by uncovering the truth, by dispelling the darkness within. Watch your breath as it goes in and moves out. Connect with this light in the center of a beautiful lotus, which is blooming in the center of your heart. With each inhale, visualize the light in the center of your chest getting brighter. And with each exhale, visualize yourself spreading that bright light all around your body. The lotus petals spread outwards with every exhale and come inwards with every inhale, while the light keeps getting brighter and brighter. If your mind wanders, gently bring it back to your breath. Focus on the light within to give you clarity, direction, and help you unravel the divine within to illuminate you. Smoothly breathing in, the flame gets brighter. Breathing out spreads the light all around you. Breathing in, I calm my mind. Breathing out, I release. I'm at ease. Breathing in, I smile. Nothing is as important as my peace, my joy. I smile to everything. Breathing out, I release. I'm relieved. smile and release. I am divine. I am bliss. I am joy. And the source of all that, infinity, is within me. Connect with your breath, the light at your heart center. Connect with the deep, expansive inner peace of each breath. The infinite energy of each breath. Give prana the permission to heal you, whatever requires healing in your mental and physical body. It has its own intelligence. It just needs you to allow it to flow freely. The present moment is a wonderful moment. Breathe consciously. Tap into the infinite energy of prana. The power of prana will bring you closer to your divine consciousness. Enjoy. Meditation. You may slowly open your eyes. I hope you all cherished the journey within. Hari Om.
Take a few deep breaths before coming back, and those who want to stay in silence, please stay in the state that you are in. You all entered into meditation very, very beautifully. Thank you for sharing your silence with all of us. Tomorrow, same time, on the same link, we'll meet again. Thank you so much, friends. You can send your feedback and your comments on info@happyho.in. If you have any questions, you can also write to us. Thank you so much, and God bless.